Sabi natin, ito yung pera na gustong ipasok ng US Bank from their checking to savings. Diba, meron kayong checking, may savings account kayo. Okay, para mag-earn yun ng risk-free yield. Okay, or yung tinatawag na kahit ilagay mo lang doon, iwan mo, huwag ka nang lumingon, may kikitain yan. Which is, ito din yung ginagawa ng mga life insurances kung magaling yung broker mo. Ito yung tinatawag na kahit mag-up and down yung market, risk-free siya. Okay? Kikita at kikita pa rin siya. Okay? So, basta magaling yung broker mo. So, it means, pag di nag-withdraw sila ng money, okay, pag nag-withdraw sila ng money dito, okay, sabi natin, kahit user earn, sorry guys, nadidigay talaga ako nung ubo ako eh. Okay. This causes the liquidity to rise violently. Okay, so nakikita naman natin siya dito, no? 2023 pa lang, nag-rise siya violently. I will explain to you guys why. Okay, so this rises violently or not depending sa dami ng wini-withdraw nila. Unless hindi siya makita nila Fed, which is very impossible. So I will explain this further later, even more, so that you will be able to understand. So to dig deeper, okay, pag-usapan natin ng maigi tong risk or RRP, not risk-free yield. Let's talk about the RRP in a more understandable context. Okay, yung sa usapang kalye, kasi mas mabilis natin ito may mapag-uusapan kung gano'n. Or maiintindihan kung gano'n. So, bakit siya? So bakit siya nasa negative scale? Ito yung 0. Dati nandun siya. Ngayon bumagsak siya. Ano ibig sabihin? Bakit siya gano'n? Ito, 0.3 siya dati. Which is hindi naman 1. So, bakit? Okay, ba't siya nandun? So, ito yung kailangan ko ipaintindi sa inyo. Na this will only go up pag nag-withdraw ang US Bank from here. Sabi natin, tama. Pag nag-withdraw ang US Bank doon sa pera nila, dito sa, kumbaga ito, sabi natin, di ba, mag-withdraw sila, angat to. So, they keep withdrawing si US Bank. Ewan ko ano yung pinagkagastosan nila. Okay, so from here, sabihin natin, okay, risk-free yield, yung kinita lang sa risk-free yield lang yung i-withdraw natin. Okay? Saan siya mapupunta? Siyempre, mapupunta siya sa Federal Reserve. Okay? So, si Federal Reserve, okay, makikita siya doon sa chart. So, sabi natin, turn on natin si Federal. Okay? Mamaya, mas maintindihan nyo to. Wait lang kayo. Ayan, so makikita nyo. Bumabagsak siya. Okay? So, ngayon, ito na yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Okay? Tinitake into account lang niya. Okay? So, ito na yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Saan nila ginagastos? Hindi natin alam yan. So, yan din yung exact inverse naman. Sabi natin, to si Fed. Turn on natin ulit si Fed. Makikita niyo yung move ni Fed. Okay? Yan. Okay. Yan. Ito. Tignan nyo ito. Boom. Okay. So, lapit nga natin. Sinahirapan na. Okay. So, yan. So, like I said, to dig deeper sa RRP natin, we will, kumbaga, paano sabihin, we always see this sa negative scale. Okay? We will only see this up pag nag-withdraw ang US Bank from their bank. Okay? So, kailangan na mag-withdraw. Okay? Or, from risk-free yield to Federal Reserve. At, kita siya dito sa chart na to. Okay, yan. It means, nadadagdagan yung liquidity natin sa system reported ng Fed. Okay? So, which means, also, yan din yung, itong nasa Fred website natin, ito yung exact inverse niya. Okay, nakita niya, yan, boom. Okay. Sobrang opposite nito yung move ng liquidity na pinapakita ko sa inyo. Ito. Boom. Okay, nakita niyo naman. Okay, tapat lang natin to sa 20. Hirap kasi, kaya pinicturean ko siya eh. So, yan. So, kung 2023, 2020, 2021, ayan, tama, 2021. Ito ako sa inyo. So, ito, 2021 to. Tapat natin siya sa 2021. Makita nyo? Yan. So, bumabagsak, umangat siya. Weird. Okay, so yung RRP natin concludes na tama talaga yung theory natin. Or actually, hindi siya theory. Katotohanan siya. Na pag ganyan, yan. So, makita nyo, unexpected din siya. Okay, so ngayon, ito na yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Kung sobrang opposite nito, yung move ng kumbaga ng liquidity na pinapakita ko sa inyo ngayon, okay, yung RRP, it means, dito sa chart na to, lahat ng liquidity nila, halos ata sinimot na. Why? It's because, tignan nyo, pag bumalik tayo sa website nila, yung official, makikita nyo na, yan na lang siya. Mula dito sa 2022, sobrang taas. Okay? So, ngayon, balik tayo sa Fed, okay? To prove this, kung totoong sinimot, dapat simot din dito. Okay, tabi natin yan. Panggulo siya eh. Okay. Makikita mo na 8.9, tama ba? Oo, tama. So, makikita nyo na yung buong liquidity nito, okay, mula dito, bumagsak siya dito. 6.5 na lang. Dati, almost 9 siya, 9 trillion. Ngayon, ano to? 6.5 na lang. This is Fed alone na guys. Fed pa lang to. Okay? So, ngayon, itong TGA topic naman natin, okay, bilang promise ko sa inyo na itutuloy ko to kasi diba last time pinag-usapan natin, ano itong TGA? Okay, ito, mas maiintindihan nyo lalo ngayon. Okay. So, itong TGA naman, okay, since sa document na to, dapat alam nyo na rin to. Yung part 1, sinabi ko na rin to. Lagi lang natin tatandaan na pag TGA, okay, pag up to, it translates as the liquidity being drawn away from the US banking system. So, pag umalis, kunyari sabihin natin, sa US banking system, naglabas sila ng pera, okay, mag-up tong price na to. So, ngayon, nag-withdraw sila, diba? Noong February, nag-withdraw sila. Ayun, bumulwak tuloy. Hanggang March, bumulwak siya. Okay? So, saan napupunta to? Hindi ko alam. Okay? So, ito na yung masasabi natin dun sa dollar bill na nakalagay, in God we trust. Okay? Hindi natin alam kung saan nanggagaling, saan napupunta. Okay? Basta ang alam natin, okay, sa checking account ng US government nanggagaling. Not sa US banks. Okay? Mula sa checking account ng US government, gumagastos sila. Tapos, napapakita siya dito sa TGA. Ngayon, magigets nyo to. Kailangan nyo munang anuhin to, maintindihan para malaman nyo kung totoong bear market or bull market. Now, may magtatanong, bakit po seryoso nagdadump? Okay, ano ibig sabihin? Kung pangat, kasi nag-withdraw sila from checking account ng US government, not US banks. Okay? Bakit siya nagdadump? Okay, goods. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin nito for cryptocurrency? Goods ba to or bad situation ba to? At sabihin ko sa inyo, two reasons muna. Pag-usapan muna natin kung bakit nagdadump. 2 reasons. Okay, una, tandaan nyo na meron tayong US debt ceiling na pinakita ko sa inyong joke noong 2024. Noong December. Naalala nyo ba yun? Kaso, hindi ko alam kung nandito pa kayo noong December noong 2024. Bull market. Ito yung debt ceiling joke meme na pinakita ko sa inyo. Okay? So, na-resolve na yun. Okay? Thanks to the Republicans. Okay? Kasi matigas yung bungo nila. Okay? Ayaw nila magpagapi. So, ngayon, may next problem tayo is yung pangalawa, government shutdown. Okay? The longest government shutdown in history of United States. Okay? So, ito na yung sabihin ko sa inyo. Okay? We need to understand the government shutdown that nevertheless or never whatever you say na hindi seryoso, hindi yan yung dahilan. Okay? You have to understand that the whole world is looking at one man right now because he attracted it. He wanted to be in that position. Okay? Ito lang yung presidente na dumadalaw ng iba't ibang bansa, lahat nakatingin na gaano ka-importante yung relasyon ni BBM sa 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 photos. Diba? Nagets nyo? So, ano ibig sabihin ito? Sabihin ko sa inyo. This guy is very important. So does the government he runs is important. Because he treats it as if it's a business. Okay? So, okay? The problem with the government shutdown is pagtatalo to ng dalawang partido. Okay? Kung sinong makakakurot ng pera or liquidity para sa mga projects. Okay? So for you to further understand, which is a little bit hard to explain, I will show it to you guys. Okay? So, medyo mimi siya. Mimi, ibig sabihin, medyo memes. Memes yun pagkakadating niya. Pero please, watch it.
To the extent Republicans have engaged with the notion that withholding food from people is a bad thing, they've tried to frame it as Democratic extremists holding people's benefits hostage. The USDA website even hosted a banner this week reading, "We are approaching an inflection point for Senate Democrats. They can continue to hold out for healthcare for illegal aliens and gender mutilation procedures, or reopen the government so mothers, babies, and the most vulnerable among us can receive critical nutrition assistance." And J.D. Vance, business Chucky, tried a similar line of attack.
The Chuck Schumer AOC wing of the Democratic Party shut down the government because they said to us, "We will open the government, but only if you give billions of dollars of funding for healthcare for illegal aliens."
Okay, nagigets nyo yun? Yung Democrats gusto nilang i-fund yung mga illegal people dito sa United States. So ano yun? Parang ang nagiging dating is we are welcoming more illegal people from the east, from the south, or whatever or wherever. Kahit sa outer space. Okay? So, I don't know. Okay? So, mamaya, we'll answer this question na bakit nataas yung TGA chart natin. Kasi yun yung next question eh.
That's a ridiculous proposition.
Look, I'm going to say this once and then only 100 more times after that. Shut up, J.D. Vance, you rancid Pope killer. Please, never forget, Pope Francis met J.D. Vance and then literally died the next day. Was that a coincidence? No way, look at the Pope's face there. He's clearly thinking, you know what, it's not worth it, I'm out. There are so many things wrong with what J.D. Vance just said, not least the phrase, Chuck Schumer AOC wing of the Democratic Party. What are you talking about? In what universe do these two fall on the same part of the political spectrum? AOC is a progressive, while Chuck Schumer spends most of his days talking to imaginary Republicans. They are not the same. And it is worth explaining what this fight is really about, because it isn't actually over whether to provide healthcare to the undocumented who are already barred from Medicaid and the ACA exchanges. It mainly concerns subsidies for insurance premiums under the ACA, which are set to expire unless Congress extends them, which will result...
Okay, pakinggan nyo yun expire unless Congress extends them. Okay? So mamaya, napaka-importante niyang information na yan later. Kasi didikit ko yan doon sa chismis natin. Which tutulungan tayo ni AI i-determine kung totoo ba yung sinasabi ko. Okay? Gusto nyo ng himay per himay, di ba? Gusto nyo malaman kung bear market, bull market. Ito yung sagot, guys. Okay? So this has been the history. You have to understand liquidity. Okay? Yung pa-chart natin, etc. That's just a guide. Okay? To have a confidence in the market. But that does not determine what the future holds. And we don't even know. But we have breadcrumbs to check. If there will be really an altcoin season, if there will be a mega boom in the market, and you guys alone, you feeling scared, you feeling lost right now, okay, that is a very evident reason already for us to really have a market pump in the market. Okay, kahit ano pa sabihin niyo sa akin, Sir Jose, hindi. Bahala ka. Okay, nasa sayo. Ito na, binibigyan kita ng totoong chart. Okay, taong nagsasalita. Ito, AI assisted. O ito mga fundamental key plays. Okay, hindi ka pa rin makikinig. Tapos gusto nyo mag-i-invite ako ng mga fundamentalist dito. Yung mga magagaling na analyst for fundamentals. para magpanggap kayo na alam nyo yung sinasabi nila. Ito yung basic. Sinasabi ko na sa inyo. So that you understand. Okay? Because I want you to understand. I really care for you. Not just because you watch my videos. Because I want you to escape as well the current matrix that you are in right now. Diba? So, ito na yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. So, bakit naman ang taas ng TGA chart natin? Sasagutin ko na to. So, wala na to actually. Tapos na yan. Bakit ang taas ng bakit yung TGA chart natin, bakit naman, okay, ano yung tanong? Bakit naman tataas ang TGA chart natin? Ito. Yan kasi medyo tumataas siya eh. Kasi nasa weekly tayo, hindi natin siya kita sa ngayon. Okay, pero sa TGA chart natin, ba't siya tumataas? Okay. So, ito yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. How to understand TGA is, yung treasury natin always collects tax revenue sa government. Okay, kung makolekta sila ng tax revenue, hindi tax alone, tax revenue sa government. Pero, okay, since narinig nyo na yung video, okay, pag ang US government natin ay may shutdown, wala silang spending. Anong spending nila? Sige nga, shutdown nga eh. Okay, pero nangongolekta sila. Okay? Pag ang US government natin ay may shutdown, wala silang spending. Okay, wala silang food stamps. Food stamps. Walang healthcare. Bawas ang government help. Even yung mga gamot na binibigay nila for free will be less. Or probably permanently off the chart. Pinadala na ng letter eh. Na wala na tong ganitong weight loss MM eh. Isipin mo yun. Guys, 'di ba? Hindi ko nga alam na may ganun pala, libre pala weight loss medication dito. So now, ba't bumababa? Kahit may shutdown. Okay, bumababa na siya eh. Nakita natin. Kala ko may shutdown, Sir Oso. For the last 'di ba? Recently lang yung shutdown, di naman sobrang haba, no? Siguro by the end of October, di ba? So, ba't ka siya contradicting? Sabi natin may shutdown, di dapat tumataas to kasi wala namang kukolekta. Hindi nga, nangongolekta sila. One, nagkokolekt pa rin sila ng treasury kahit shutdown, kaya siya bumababa. Okay? So, bakit siya nasa baba pa din? Bakit siya bababa pa din? Ba't bumababa pa? Nangongolekta pa rin sila ng treasury. And two, kahit nagko-collect sila, ito yung pinaka-catalyst. Bakit ganon? Kasi nagko-collect pa rin sila ng revenue. Itong treasury, hindi yung US, okay? Treasury, US treasury. Okay? Hindi sila nagagastos. Wala nga silang pagkakagastosan kasi nga shutdown. Pero, pag nag-resume to at okay na yung shutdown, okay, or ma-resolve yung shutdown, sabi natin, we may be able to see the TGA. The TGA sa may website. Ito. Okay? Makita natin kasi umangat na siya eh. So, nangongolekta pa rin sila. Okay? We might be able to see this to go down. Okay? Kasi, yung mga kinokolekta nila, need na yan magastos. Okay? It needs to be taken into account. Kasi questionin sila ng mga tao, ba't hindi ginagastos? Wala na shutdown. Pero syempre, okay, saan? Yan ang hindi natin alam. Kasi maraming changes na nangyari dito sa US. Okay? We're turning back against doon sa parang indoctrination ng satanic na tinatawag. Okay? Yung abortion na para sa mga unknowing, innocent young children na nabubuntis, imbes na bigyan sila ng education. Diba? We are also doing a lot of changes with the yung gender change, di ba? Hindi ko sinasabing against ako sa mga taong LGBT. I love those people, but what I don't love is what the other people using to enable these people and to confuse them even more. Okay, hindi ko sinasabing confuse sila. Ang sinasabi ko is yung mga businesses who's putting up businesses in order to put them even more to confusion. Okay, to oblivion na tinatawag na to the extent na babaguhin mo yung sarili mo, tatanggalan mo yung sarili mo ng daliri, sabi natin, para masabi mo, 9 fingers lang ako. Gets mo? Kasi yun yung sikat. Sabihin natin, yun yung trending ngayon. Okay? So, I don't care if anong gender mo. Okay? Wala akong pake. Okay? Choice mo yan. Okay? Pero ang sinasabi ko, we're talking about liquidity here. If that liquidity goes to that kind of thing, tanggalan ka ng baby, abortion, blah, 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 etc. Diba? Na malinaw naman na sa utak mo ng una pa lang, bubuhayin ko tong baby na to, pero yung parents mo, dahil indoctrinated sila ng, hindi, abort mo. Kasi hindi ka pa handa, etc. Hindi pa rin naman ako handa makipag-sex, pero nakipag-sex ako. Nagigets niyo? Sorry sa word. Nagigets niyo? So, ibig sabihin, handa na ako. Dapat ganun yung mindset. Okay? Kasi, it doesn't matter if you handa ka na hindi pag may baby ka. So, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. The liquidity is very important. Okay? So, yun lang yung gusto i-change ng mga Republicans and they are slowly doing it. Okay? Ngayon, they're moving back to the traditional way para ma-maximize natin yung mga liquidity sa mga bagay na kapakapakinabang. Which is, I like the recent changes that they did. Okay, focus on more researches or tas education, mental health, then also focus on diabetes kasi ang laki ng number ng diabetes dito sa US, which is we have a very big problem with food. So, healthy food, puro tayo produce. Wala tayong natural. And 7-Eleven is turning to copy the structure model of the Japan because they have a very healthy 7-Eleven and people tend more to go there because it's healthy and mabilis na siya, healthy pa. Hindi katulad dito, mabilis ka pero puro hotdog, puro food coloring or ewan ko. Okay? So all of those, okay, all of that, pag mangyari na yung sabi natin, mangyari yung sabi natin sa government shutdown, kahit yung sa TGA at sa government shutdown lang natin to resume, sabi natin, yung global liquidity chart natin, if we go back sa global liquidity chart natin, this is very important, okay? Listen to this. Okay? What happens is, it can go up, which is one catalyst pa lang yun. Okay, we're almost done. Listen to this. Pwede balik natin to tatlong to. Parehas. Okay? So, since it is being talked about, itong sa global liquidity, pati itong sabi natin, more and more yung sa global, sa government shutdown, please mag-like and share kayo, guys, kung nanonood kayo. Mag-comment kayo down below. Okay, so, nakakadagdag yung shutdown natin kasi sa confidence buying ng mga tao. Okay? Ibig sabihin ko sa nakakadagdag, ibig sabihin nakakadagdag sa decision making nila kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin. So ngayon may government shutdown, hindi nila alam, basta yung market nagre-react lang, sila din, react din sila na ayoko na mag-crypto, wala talagang pera dito, sira ulo to si Sir Oso, niloko lang ako, etc. Then it means bago ka lang sa crypto. Okay, kasi ako, I've been here since 2021, graduate na ako kung tutusin sa crypto. Okay? And I showed you guys to stay in the market, in the bear market times. Okay, even the hardest times. And that's the time that you will be really reaping a lot of profits. So ngayon, sinishare ko sa inyo. Okay, I want you guys, okay, to really make a lot of money here in crypto. Okay? So, that's why we're talking about government shutdown. Diba, sabi ko sa inyo, ayaw ko pag-usapan yan kasi this is just like another topic that will be used for attacking cryptocurrency. Okay, I don't want to be that person to add more fear in you. Okay, but to educate you guys, to entertain you guys as well. Okay? Lastly, let's talk about the Fed chart, which is the most important part of the liquidity in order for us to really understand na magkakaroon ba talaga ng bull market, bear market, o talagang dead na yung crypto. Okay? So, we'll talk about the biggest reason natin why we talk about liquidity. Okay, let's turn off TGA and RRP again. So ayan, nakita nyo no, parang slide siya, nagsislide. Okay, so umangat siya dahan-dahan, tapos boom, nag-slide siya. So makikita natin na, okay, pag bagsak pala, goods pala, no? Pag bumabagsak to. Okay, tapos umaangat na siya, lumangat yung liquidity, okay siya. Pero as it goes by, humihina. Pag bumagsak na yung liquidity, it will be a real pain, kumbaga. So, yan, nakikita natin, nagsislide pa rin siya. So, nevertheless, meron pa rin tayong quantitative easing, nag-react yung market doon. Okay? Na potential quantitative easing, tapos meron tayong rate cut, diba? So, nag-react yung market doon. Okay? But we don't see the liquidity. So, siguro yung mga smart money, hindi sila naniwala so that kaya hindi nangyari yun doon sa October, November to go higher. Okay, which is understandable din sa chart natin. Tingnan nyo itong chart natin. Ito yung bull run ng last time. Okay, November. Okay, dito tayo kumita ng $30,000, $33,000. Okay, from $9,000 to $33,000. Okay, all throughout this one, by just following the key steps, okay, we were able to make money. So, ganun din dito, yung mga mini bull runs dito, katulad nito December 2033. Okay, yan. Dito din, kumita tayo dyan. Pero hindi sobrang kita, katulad nito na parang potentially magkakaroon ng altcoin season talaga. Walang altcoin season dito. Mini altcoin season, oo, pwede. Pero makikita natin na this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay, potentially we can get rejected again. Tapos bigla tayong aangat. So, or probably dito siya maglalaro. Tsaka tayo aangat. Pero, wala na ito ibang pwedeng puntahan kundi paangat. Why? It's because we're talking about liquidity. We're talking about Federal Reserve. We're talking about central bank right here. And, nakikita natin yan sa mga privacy assets, katulad ng ZEC. The new financial system, diba? Na tinatawag. XRP, the new bridge from SEX to DEX, diba? From centralized from centralized finance to CeFi to DeFi pala. CeFi to DeFi or Web 2 to Web 3. Diba? Nakita nyo? Nandun na tayo eh. Okay? So, kung ganun pala, it means itong draw of liquidity na hindi natin mahanap kung saan nila pinupunta, malaki yung chances natin na we are transitioning to save the US dollar into cryptocurrency and pay the debt of the US dollars or the United States through cryptocurrency. And that's why we are experiencing this kind of shake in the markets. Okay? Because they have to really profit in order to pay that debt. And there's trillions and trillions of dollars that US has debt on. Pero kung ma-pay natin yung debt na yan, malaki yung chances natin that America can be great again. Okay? But that is just the start. Okay? But we have to really deep dive on this one, on the Fed. Okay, we cannot just speculate. Ito na, sasabihin ko sa inyo yung pinaka-chismis at full-on speculation. So please, do not treat this as a real information. Okay, this is just speculation or chismis lang. Gossip lang to, okay? So, yung Fed natin, or charge sa liquidity, okay? Our liquidity here has 9 trillion. Now, barely hanging sa 6 trillion na lang. Okay, yan. 6 trillion nga. 6 trillion. 6.5 trillion. Barely hanging na siya dyan. Pero, pag itong 3, itong tatlo, naka-on. Ito, naka-on. Ito, naka-on. Boom, boom. Okay. Mag-change siya. So, nasa 5.6 na lang siya. Bakit? Because of the TGA, no? Kasi sinama natin yung TGA. So, balik natin sa Fed. Okay, so 6.5. We still have 6.5. Okay? So, please mag-like kayo guys ha. Mag-comment kayo ng awesome kung nandiyan kayo or 28 kung nasa comment kayo. Pero, ito na yung tanong. Pag, sabi natin, yung, sasabihin ko, what happens sir also, yan, itanong kasi dito, what happens sir also pag mag-pause ang QT? Natin yung quantitative tightening na tinatawag. Tapos magkaroon ng QE. So ito na lang, balikan nyo na lang tong video na to para mas maintindihan nyo yung sinasabi ko sa mga quantitative tightening, quantitative easing. Saan ba yung video na yun? Maikli lang yun eh. Parang 8 minutes. Parang mga ganun. 6 minutes. Nandito yun. Somewhere. So hanapin nyo na lang. Andyan lang yan. Okay. So, sasabihin ko sa inyo. So, what happens if, sabihin natin, what happens if mag-pause ang quantitative tightening? Okay? Tapos magkaroon ng QE. Okay, this is our topic sa document na pinag-usapan din natin the longest time before already for 2023. May part 9 na yan. Okay, and that's how we've been waiting for a QT pause. Okay, halos 2 years na. Okay, mahigit actually. 2 years mahigit na. Magto 2 years mahigit na. Okay? And we've been waiting for QT pause for almost a year kasi pwede naman lang magka-QE nang may QT. Okay? So if that happens, if this happens, sabihin natin, what happens with crypto? Mamaya sasagutin ko. If that happens, okay, surely yung liquidity natin sa Fed, okay, aangat. Okay. Pero ang cons niyan is hihina yung dollar. Pero ang pros is lalakas yung risk on assets like BTC, SPX, or main ETF sa traditional or crossing crypto. Okay, so ano yun? ETF na may BTC or BTC ETF. Okay, or ETF BTC. Okay? Which leads to my theory of ETF boom. Okay, so nung 2025 ng January, sinasabi ko na yung ETF boom. Okay, kasi si Donald Trump, etc. Kaya nga ako hindi nag-TP, di ba, guys? Yun talaga yung rason eh. So, etong top 3, saan na ba? Etong top 3 na to. Okay, so si Fidelity, si BlackRock, pati si Vanguard, okay? Yung Fed liquidity natin is king. Okay, you have to understand. Okay, if mag-top ang Fed, okay, this global liquidity tops as well. Okay, you have to understand. Kapag nag-top siya, top na rin si altcoins. Ngayon, kung bottom na talaga to, then bottom na si global liquidity. Okay? So, sabihin natin, si altcoins din, baka mag-bottom na rin. Okay, gets nyo? Posible ba na bumagsak ang federal to 3 trillion? Or parang iniisip ko, itong pinaka-pera na to, parang tumusok to ng ganito kalaki. Diba? Someone has control in this. Okay? So, naputol yung tusok niya dito eh. Sa 6 trillion. So, someone has to own that and controls that para hindi bumagsak dyan. Hindi ko alam kung alin. Pero, how I understand this, parang tollgate si Fed sa pag-unlad ng lahat. Okay? Ng buong mundo. Okay? Kasi, ano siya eh, gangster siya eh. Kumbaga, technically, para siyang gangster. Okay? And it's just waiting na ma-make sure kung pag magpakawala sila ng liquidity, sabi natin, gumawa sila ng liquidity, mag-print sila, etc. Turn on nila yung printers ulit, sabi natin, they have to make sure that they will reap benefits. Okay? Or, sabi natin, magbe-benefit yung Fed, in the end, mabubus yung currency na sinusupport nila. So, ano yung currency na yun? US dollar, of course. Pero remember, if yung mga top analysts is calling that QT pause will be happening by December, and that's the official, actually. Pero ako, sinasabi ko na it should be earlier, no? Ito yung reason ko kung bakit ko sinasabi hanggang November 20th na lang yung last buying opportunity. So, hindi ko maintindihan bakit kayo nakikipagsuntukan sa akin sa comment. Eh, hindi nyo alam tong basics na to. Ako dito lang ako nakatingin, guys. Okay, I really hate fundamentals. But more and more, this is the hardest thing to understand, to learn. Even the basics ng fundamentals, ng macro play, smart money. Why? Ba't siya mahirap intindihin? Kasi nandito yung totoong game. Okay? We can always assume the chart patterns, etc. Diba ang dami ng chart patterns ko na hindi nasusunod? Napansin nyo ba yun? Kasi wala na din yung play eh. They are inside the crypto. They don't dwell in 4-year cycle. They don't dwell in, October pump, blah blah blah. Kailan pa natupad yun? Last year hindi natupad. Ngayon hindi natupad. Ano yun? November, sinasabi nila dapat pumping, hindi naman. December, assume na naman tayo. Exit daw, mag-exit daw ng December para make sure kasi yun yung nangyari last year. Nagigets nyo? They don't dwell in dates. They dwell in smart money, liquidity, and understanding macro play. Understanding regulation. Tapos ikaw nagsasabi ka, higher time frame lang. Kasi hindi mo alam kung kailan talaga nag-start yung bear market. Actually, alam ko. By just looking at moving average, kung technical analysis lang. Noong 2022 pa yun. Bear market pa rin tayo hanggang ngayon for BTC. Kung iisipin mo, sa BTC, okay, sige, go. Pero with the altcoin play, I don't think so. We've been bear market since 2 years, 3 years. Mini altcoin season probably for new altcoins. Doon kayo kasi nakatingin. Tingnan nyo ICP. Umangat ba yan? Diyos ko. Ano sinasabi nyo umangat yung ICP? Yan yung ICP. Angat ba yan? Yan na yun? Angat na yun sa inyo? Yung iba sa atin dito bumili. Ako yun. Ba? $300 pa nga lang. Binibili ko na yan. Bakit? Ang ganda ICP. Fundamentally, it's correct. It should fit, kaso fundamentally wrong by time. Diba? Guys, maraming madudurog sa market na to. Maghahabol kayo pag nagkamali kayo ng market play. Okay? Tapos sayabangan nyo ako na kasi ganito. Guys, gumising kayo. I want you guys to be part of the winning team. If this goes down, go down with me. Okay? We've been down in life. Mahirap ka pa rin naman eh. Diba? Mahirap ako ngayon. Mahirap pa rin naman ako kahit matulog ang market na to. Pero pag umangit yung market na to, mayaman na tayo. Guys, wake up. Okay? Yun ang sabi ng asawa ko. Sinabi niya lang sa akin, pinapasa ko lang. Kasi, actually, nawawala lang ang pag-asa ng kamakailan. Hindi sa crypto ha. Sa business ko. Okay? Diyan dami nangyayari sa business. Kapag nga lang umiyak na ako eh. Literally umiyak talaga ako. Umiyak na ako sa Diyos. Pero dahil may asawa ko, pinadala ng Diyos. Ito yung rason. Ngayon, ako ko sa inyo mag-isip kayo maigi, guys. Okay? Ito, katulad ng basahin niyo yung sinabi ni Papel na Durog. Pwede kayong mag-cling. Pwede kayong magpakatanga. Ano yun? Pwede kayong mabaliw sa mga tinitignan yung mga bear market na yan, shit na yan. But believe me guys, nothing beats liquidity volume. Volume is king, federal liquidity is king still until now, since 2019 for cryptocurrency. Why? Because they printed so much money and they have control over the market. That's why no one can predict when and where. Okay, but that doesn't mean on the post, on the QT, on the December 1, that doesn't mean that the market will melt up right away. It will give chance for you to get in. But you are stubborn. You have zero humility. Pero may oras ka maipagbardalugan sa akin sa comments. Okay? May oras ka na mag-isip ngayon na baka nga katangahan mo yan, seryoso, kaya hindi ka nag-TP. Hindi. Okay? It's just that it's really hard to predict the liquidity. There's no way we can predict the liquidity because it's a prior decision. It's their decision where to spend this money. When and where. Where are they going to quantitative easing? Okay? But for now, ganung info. Okay? Walang ganung info kung saan talaga dito dadalhin yung pera or anong mangyayari dito sa pera. Okay? Pero merong whale buying sa Ethereum. This is very evident, guys. Papakita ko sa inyo ha. Okay? Over the years, we don't have this usual move. Okay? When we do have, okay, there is a prior altcoin season in the next 3 months. Or 2. Oh yeah, 2 months from now. Okay, when we do see this, the first influx, we will be able to see a lot of stealth buying sa iba't ibang alts na totoong may purpose at gagana. Okay? So, ito yung sabihin sa inyo. May isa pa akong, dahil umabot ko dito sa last, live natin, may bonus chismis ako sa inyo. Bakit confident ako kahit i-bash nyo ako na si Oso tanga, naniniwalang bull market pa rin? Again, over and over many times. Okay? Ilang beses ko kayo binigyan ng bottom calls, hindi kayo nakinig na gumana. You cannot deny it. Okay? Ngayon pala ako magbibigay ng totoong altcoins bottom market. Okay? Sa Ethereum, isinakay ko kayo. Huwag kayong magsisinungaling sa akin, guys. Okay? With the help, by the power vested in me. Okay? And to flex this to Yahuwah. Okay? To show this to the Father Almighty. The power that was given to me, binigay ko to sa inyo ng maaga. Okay? Dinetermine ko ano ang bottom ng Ethereum. Asawa ko hindi nakinig. Hindi kayo nakinig. Okay? Ako nakinig. Tingnan nyo to. Okay. So, meron tayong may dalawa tayong possibility dito. Gusto ko pa mas lower. Yeah. So, tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. Okay. So, na-predict natin yung first pa lang. Okay. Light chart doon sa isa kasi worst case scenario. Pero dahil nga 1,400 is a kabalan number, I really think this is going to be a best entry already. Now, we are getting rejected at 5,300, which is very understandable because this is 618 in inverse. Malaking chances natin mag-bounce tayo dito sa 2882. Okay, which is my chart right now. Okay? Okay, so nakita nyo? Moving average. Okay, walang nag-like na ito, walang nag-ano na ito, 120 yung nakakita, pero walang nag-like, they don't like my chart. Okay, very basic, walang ano dito, walang kalokohan. Just patterns, liquidity, logarithmic, stochastic, liquidity, etc. blah blah blah, lahat na sinama ko na dyan, in-explain ko. Lahat ng bullish, inilagay ko dito. Dalawang main bullish news, walang pamansin pa din. Okay, binigay ko sa inyo yung on-chain, binigay ko yung bullish momentum narrative, binigay ko institutional holdings. Walang nakinig. Okay? This is going to be fun because this is my best indicator. When everyone is not listening and everyone is ridiculing you, this is the best indicator that I will be using in order to enter the market. And when the market is already silent, this is the time that I will be attacking. Okay? So, bilang isa pang bonus ko sa inyo, okay guys, okay ngayon, inuulit ko lang paulit-ulit yung ginagawang matakot, okay, baka dito sa ngayon, magising kayo, okay, ayaw nyo ng assurance ko, kasi tingin nyo ang yabang ni Sir Oso, okay, ito chismis ko sa inyo guys, saan magbasa kayo ha, ng documents ko, kasi binigay ko yung part 1, hindi kayo nakinig, nandun yung sa previous video. If sabihin natin, yung 35 billion in mortgage-backed securities expires each month na nangyayari. Okay? At tapos, yung QE natin mag-begin by December 1. I mean, quantitative tightening pause by December 1. If they reinvest these proceeds from maturing MBS going to treasury bills, sabihin natin, doon sila mag-invest, or yung 35 billion na na-expire, pumasok siya sa treasury bills, that's going to be stealth QE. Okay? And AI confirmed this. Okay, so ayan. So if sabihin natin, yung 35 billion in mortgage, dali lang, no? AI lang, within reach. Ewan ko ba't di nyo ginagawa. Okay, direct answer, your speculation is partly correct. Okay, beginning December 1, the federal will indeed reinvest proceeds from up to 35 billion in maturing mortgage-backed securities or MBS into treasury bills instead of letting them roll off. Okay, lang sunugin lang nila, hindi na gagawin. Okay, this halts balance sheet reduction and shifts composition towards short-term treasuries. However, it's not QE. Okay, it's the start of QE. At itinatawag na stealth QE. Okay, so anong proof ko dyan? Guys, tingnan nyo to. Federal tayo tumingin. 2019. Pag lagapak ng 2019, stealth QE, tingnan nyo to. Ano to? Sana, tingnan nyo to. Diyos ko, parang alam nila na magkakaroon ng March 20 COVID-19. Ano to? Bigla silang may ganito. Ano to? Saan nanggaling to? Diba? Dumulas sila ng ganito. Dulas sila ng ganyan. Okay? Ano to? Dahil? Kahit mag-sideways to, tingnan nyo to. Okay? Pag to nag-sideways, mas maganda. Mas magwawala tong market. Okay? Sabihin natin, tingnan nyo to. Tell QE. Tingnan mo, nagre-react agad yung market. Diba? Nagre-react agad yung market. Alam nila, oh. May alam tong market na to. Alam nila talaga to. Yung ginagawa nila dito. Tingnan nyo to. Grabe to. Ngayon ko nga lang din to na titigan ng matagal, guys. Dito ko sure talaga na magwawala tong market na to. Napaka-basic na sinasabi niya na time frame. Ganito, dapat alam mo na kailan nagsimula yung bear market. Hindi yun yung topic eh. Kung nandun pa rin kayo, ano yung 2021 pa rin kayo nagcha-chart? Hindi na technical analysis ang labanan ngayon. Hindi na pagalingan to ng linya, guys. Pagalingan na to ng magbabasa ng batas. Okay? Pag di pa rin kayo mahiling magbasa ng documents, ng mga due proceedings, ng mga meeting sa federal, ayaw niyong tanggapin na US pa rin ang nasa posisyon ng dominance. Hindi ko sinasabing number 1. Okay? Greatest deceptor. Okay, yes, baka. Okay. May iiwan kayo. Okay? Ngayon, baliktad na. Dati, fundamental is going to be your confirmation to prove and disprove. Okay, which is a reference. Ngayon, hindi. It needs to be led by fundamental. Doon pa lang, masu-shortcut ka na kung kailangan mo ba i-chart o hindi. So, hindi ako magbubuhos ng chart kung hindi totoo yung fundamentals natin. And to say it is fundamental, oftenly it's true. Kasi it needs to be driven from somewhere. Ngayon, I'm just pulling it out from the federal official website, the FRED. All of this information is from here. Alam ko, lahat ng indicator, it's free. The one I gave you is free. You just have to turn it on. Ito yung pangalan. Ano, GLI. Ano? Global Liquidity Indicator. That's it. Index, hindi indicator. Diba? Okay guys, pag-usapan natin to 5 minutes. Anong tingin nyo? Bull market, bear market? Ngayon nyo sabihin sa akin. Habang wala pa dito yung asawa ko. Sagadin na natin to, yung pag-uusap natin. Kaya magsabi sa akin, bull market, bear market? You have to understand beyond what you just know right now. Technical analysis, paso na. Matagal na dapat nyong alam yan. 2021 pa dapat yun. Yun yung thing dati. Market action, price action, it's very hard. Okay, ngayon, we have to play something that cannot be predicted by many. Okay, it needs to be an insider, no? Dapat merong lobbying. Ano yun? Ang tawag doon, institutional play. He who holds a lot of money can buy information. For information is the real currency. Okay? Art of war, information is a key fundamental. Bull market, mag-inject pa ang BlackRock siguro sa market. Hindi lang BlackRock, guys. Nako, sinasabi ko sa inyo. Kung gusto lang ng BlackRock, 80% ng buong Ethereum kaya nila bilhin eh. Kasi yung 20% meron na may-ari. Wala lang kadali. Tapos pwede nilang pag-ariin yung governance. Wala na magpaproduce ng bagong Ethereum ha. Wala na. Ito na yan. Stop na ha. Bulwark yan. Bakit? It's fundamentally working. It has been here for 10 years. Ginagamit siya for 10 years. Di ba? Yun din sinabi ko. Tapos na shutdown by Sunday. Anong proof ko dyan? Ito. Stock market is looking good. That should give a bounce for BTC. Do not be shocked if the government shutdown ends in Sunday. Then market goes wild again. Diba? Huwag yung tignan yung price ng BTC. Alam ko, it's 99 again, 95. It can go 94. Okay? If you look into that just alone, tapos sabi nyo bear market, etc. Just go. Nasabi ko sa inyo. You will lose a lot of money here because you're driven by fear, emotion, and impulse. You're part of the system. Okay? We have to have this. Let's see what happens from here. Diba? Ito na yung chart natin nung last video. So, if mag-fail talaga, di ba bagsak? Okay. But I will enter 90, saan yung fair value? Ito. 90K. I'm looking at baka four-fronted 91 pa lang. Baka mag-bounce. Kung sakaling talaga babagsak ka. Pero, sabi natin, biglang easing, wala pa tayong retrace na nangyayari, no? Bigla yung bumalik, o di panis. Okay? Ako will stay to, strong asset. Hindi ako bibili na Aster na. Kasi, byproduct siya ng liquidity split na tinatawag. Babalik ako sa hype. Hype pa din ako. Okay? Kasi gumana siya yung unang product. Parang ganito, sinasabi mo lang na pupunta na lang ako ng Ethereum kasi ayoko ng BTC. Parang ganun Liquidity split yan Ni-resolve ni Ethereum yung one thing na hindi kaya ni Bitcoin, which is scalability. Okay? So, ano yung sasabihin ko sa inyo? Okay? Charting, whether high time frame, short time frame, if your desire is not like, if your purpose is not like genuine, okay? It's noise. Makinig kayo sa akin na. It's very noise. It's just very noise. Wala kayong mapapala. Pero kung ang purpose nyo is very noble, okay? Pero bibigyan nyo ng malakas na power and reverence sa Diyos na you let Yahuwah to get first into all of your decision. Tapos you get there, diba? You will reap a lot of profits in life, not just like in crypto. So, ito, tingnan nyo to. Understanding lang to. Okay, so dito, nag-gano na siya. Maraming magsasabi dito, ito na, mag-bear market na, boom. Oo nga, bear market na, etc. Oo nga, bear market na. Kasi nasa taas tayo Paano bumagsak tayo? Ano mangyayari? May W na dito May W din tayo dito. Ano mangyayari? Over na to. Kailangan bumagsak dito sa 50. Ganun yung ginagawa ng mga tao. Eh, hindi nila alam. Institutional players din nandito. Hindi, institutional. Smart money and mga LLC at mga katulad nila ARK Investments. Mga venture capitalists na nasa tinatawag na internet, the new internet boom na tinatawag. Kung dito kayo una naniwala sa internet boom, ako dito ako naniwala eh. Yan. Sabi natin, dito the new internet. Ito na talaga yung internet, etc. Okay. Pero pansinin nyo dito. Kung nandito talaga kayo, ito, ARK Investment Times talaga to. 2015 pa lang nandito na sila. Simula nung nirelease yung Ethereum, nandito na sila. Okay? They created a document that proves that Bitcoin, Ethereum will be the future. Oh, yan. Ang ganyan, nandito pa rin sila. ARK Investment. Kaya sila ang ETF ko. Kasi magaling sila sa research. Yun talaga sila. Okay? So, ngayon, ito na. Kung meron tayong ganitong pattern, may ganyan tayong pattern. Okay? Tapos, ganun na ganun din yung yung... Diba? Oh. Ganun na ganun din, oh. Oh. May pawang. Oh. Diba? Okay? Well, what's gonna happen? Diba? Hindi ko alam. Nasa sa inyo guys. Okay, I gave everything that I have and my full reason. Kasi I want you guys to really be able to navigate it yourself. If you find something, share it to me. I'll be more than happy to share, to read it. Then probably will be able to share it here in live. Hindi ako nawala sa crypto guys, okay? Nagre-record ako video, yes, because I'm worrying about a lot of things too. Hindi lang ako nasa crypto, nasa real business ako. Ito yung proof ko din. Why? Kasi nahabol ko to. Tingnan nyo to. Okay, business cycle momentum. Business cycle momentum. So, sinasabi niya dito, largest business cycle bull divergence yet. Reversal equals parabolic market. So, ibig sabihin, kahit yung mga businesses ngayon, this coming 2026, they will be doing a lot of money making. Okay? Ito ha, guys, 2019 to 2020, ganito din na nangyari. Ano nangyari? Sa mga TikTok shops noong 2021, sobrang bullish nila. Bakit? 'Di ba? Influencers, 'di ba? Mga crypto mga gaming influencers. Mobile Legends 2020, 2019. Tingnan ito. Bull run, no? Sa businesses, 'di ba? Mga pandemic businesses, bull run. 'Di ba? O ngayon, may bull run ulit. The biggest bullish divergence I've ever seen in my life too. Diba? Hidden na nga ito eh. Kung tutusin eh. Kahit dito man tingnan, hidden na to. Ewan ko nasa sa inyo guys. Magtayo kayo business. Try natin. Magkasubukan tayo. Okay? Hanap kayo ng isang digital business na kailangan nyo, na gusto nyo i-put up. Simulan nyo na rin. Huwag kayo mag-crypto kung ayaw nyo. Walang problema. Huwag kayo mag-crypto. Nasa inyo. Okay? So yun lang guys. Chismis lang natin yun. Kailangan nyo pa rin aralin, planuhin at kilusan na sa ngayon. Ang lahat ng to ay ating makamtan. At syempre, stay awesome. Goodbye guys. Thank you and have a great night. Hey, God be the glory and stay safe sa weekend, of course. Alam niyo naman, pag weekend, talaga magre-retrace yan pababa. Pero I will let you guys know sa Meraki kung meron na akong move. Okay? Pero sali kayo dito. Okay? O kaya dun sa pinaka-video ko. Okay, dito. Pinaka-video ko. Ito. Yan to. Click nyo lang to. Click nyo lang to. To. Yan. Click nyo lang yan. And nandun na kayo sa Discord ko. Kung ayaw nyo sa Discord, sa Facebook. Okay? May Facebook tayo. Click nyo lang tong ito. Ayan. Ito. Link space. Yan. Yan. Makikita nyo na yung mga ko. Facebook, TikTok. Ayan. So, makikita nyo yan, ha? Okay, have a great night and thank you so much and stay awesome.